What's up guys, Bob Buskirk here at ThinkComputers, and today we're taking a look at the Inwin D-Frame Mini. It is their Mini-ITX version of their original D-Frame, and as you can see, it is a very interesting case. So let's go ahead and take a look. As we take a look at the case, we can see why Inwin has gone with the name D-Frame. You can see this looks like sort of like a frame of a car or a roll cage or something like that. It looks really great, and all of this is actually all hand welded. It's very well done, and it looks like it's powder coated as well. So that means it's gonna last for a long time. You're not gonna get a lot of scratches or anything like that on it. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and move this over here, and we can take a look at the front here. And again, you can see it is completely open here, all open. We have no room for external drives or anything like that. So like a lot of the new cases that we see, we're not seeing any external drive support, which for most of us, you know, that's not a big deal, but for some people it can be. But it's just completely open here. Again, not a big deal to me. And we do have our front panel connections right here. So we have a small power button, looks like a power LED, two USB 3.0 ports. We have our microphone port and our headset port, and then we have a hard drive activity LED right down there. The side panel of the case is where the main show is. It is actually a completely tempered glass panel here that is on the side, and it's smoked a little bit, but it's still gonna allow you to see inside your case, see your beautiful hardware and all of that. This is again where the main show is. So if you wanna show off your components, this is one of the best cases to do it in because it's completely open. And one thing I also didn't mention, you see these red things around the entire part of the case. These are like little rubber pieces that will actually allow you to set this on things without damaging, say, your desk or wherever you're going to put this, because again, this is a very heavy frame and you don't want to break certain things and scratch things up or whatever. So they have these all around the case. Moving to the back of the case, we can see we have our power supply mounting right here. And this case actually supports full-size power supplies. A lot of Mini-ITX cases don't, but this one does. And the way Inwin has done it is you can mount it either with the top going down or going up. So you can mount it on the bottom or on the top, however you like it, whichever fits your setup the best. Going around to the back side of the case, you can see we have that same panel, that same all glass panel here. So even if you're hiding your cables behind there and all of that, you're still going to be able to see all of your wires, everything you have there, which I do like. Again, it just makes this a really great case. And you can see, it's kind of hard to see through the glass. I will take this off, but you can see we do have routing holes for everything as well. So you keep most of the cable mess back here, and then on the other side, you'll have your main system. One really cool thing about this case, it does have a handle on it. So you do have these glass panels and fingerprints and everything are gonna get on it, and it's just gonna be hard to carry, and you don't wanna break it, you don't wanna break the panels, all of that stuff, it just adds up. So they have this section right here that has a grip right here, so you can easily pick this up just like that and carry it to a LAN party or move it around. Just makes it so much easier. Removing the glass side panels is actually extremely easy, so I'm going to go ahead and show you just how easy it is. There's 4 of these thumb screws right there, and what you do is, of course, you remove them nice and carefully here as we get these out of the way. And the glass panel actually sits on these rubber washers, so it's not actually on metal. You're not going to crack the glass and you're not going to damage it. So we can easily just take it off like that, and you can see we move the panel out of the way and we can take a look inside. Starting inside, we'll start with the hard drive trays, or shelves as I call them. We have 3, 1, 2, and 3. And these support both 2.5-inch and 3.5-inch hard drives, and they actually can be removed. They're small thumb screws that you can see right here will allow you to take the shelf out, install your hard drive, and then put it right back in. On the bottom section of the case, you have this little holder here, and this will actually hold 2 120 millimeter fans, or if you wanted to do a 200 or 120 millimeter radiator, you can do that right here. This is made of metal, but it's also removable, so if you don't want to use it, you can go ahead. There's thumb screw here and one over here, and you can go ahead and remove that completely if you don't want to use it. The rest of the inside of the case, we just have our motherboard tray right here. And again, that supports Mini-ITX motherboards only. We do have some cable routing holes. We actually have 3 right here. You can see our cables are kind of in the way, but we have 1, 2, and 3. They do not have rubber inserts, but all of this metal is actually rounded. And as I move my finger around in here, I'm not cutting myself or anything like that. And we do have our little D-frame mini logo right here, which actually looks pretty cool. Of course, everybody is going to see that, you know, because you do have that window right here. When it comes to expansion slots on the case, there is just a small little piece right here that allows you to have a dual slot graphics card. So if you do want to load this up for a LAN rig, you can go ahead and do that. You can install a full-size graphics card in here, no problem whatsoever. Now we're back to the back side of the case again, and again, this glass panel removes just like the one on the front. So I'll show you again just how easy it is to remove it. We can take off these screws very easily and remove the panel. And again, just like on the front, the panel sits on these rubber sort of washers, so you don't have to worry about the panel getting cracked or anything like that. And we go ahead and move the panel out of the way, and you can see the back here. You can see all of your cables running here, and again, we have those routing holes here. You have the big one right here and then the smaller one right there. And it just kind of shows you how everything will run throughout the case. So this wraps it up here for our overview of the Inwin D-frame mini case. As you can see, it's one of the most interesting cases that we have checked out all year. So stay tuned for a full review on ThinkComputers.org. And remember guys, if you like our videos, why don't you subscribe? Catch you guys later.